Thus ends the Fating Science campaign. Known as Gemma's beau.
And if this was to blow, how big would the radius be?
We could. Right now, not big at all. It's designed to melt down, not blow up.
Okay.
We could make it. We're talking heat, concussion, or radiation.
Well, concussion would probably affect the shields the greatest.
Not in radiation. So we want that minimized. Give me, so the two of you start talking technobabble and high-level math.
Irradiation.
Do we get the sense that we could like leave them to do their thing and we go talk to the major? Or should we
Oh
stay
yeah,
here?
no, you can. The two of them can definitely talk their own. Do you guys want to?
Someone who knows how to make things go boom.
What?
I know how to make things go boom too. Someone who has experience making things go boom safely.
Oh, safely. Oh.
That was that was the
You are?
I mean, I can make things go boom.
trained in.
Safely.
I have some experience in military.
You got
I think I
capabilities
have-
in military-grade technology, so.
Yeah.
So
So-
sure, if you want to stick around and do that, but
Yeah,
if you
Billy,
guys, or if you want to
I
take what information we can give you right now back to the major.
Whatever we think is best. I don't know which is best at this
Yeah.
point.
If we are to make it into a bomb, yes, I would think you would be helpful with that. But maybe if we just give you kind of the specs.
You make me talk again.
No, she's
We'll
not
have all
talking.
three of us.
Oh, okay.
It's a group effort.
She's talking. But you would have like the like
do it.
detailed information.
Coming down.
With the space crew.
She's
Got the
becoming
space learn just.
she's becoming a husk.
No, I'm not. Okay, yeah, I can go.
Okay, so if we can give her like if there's heat, then there's this. If it's concussion, it's this. If
Give
it's...
me a wits plus tech redemption roll.
I also have military weapons, so I can help.
I'm
The
going
question is, do you want to reveal that you have that knowledge?
to do that.
Probably
I'm
not.
going
Good point.
I'm just
to
asking.
use my weird to make it favorable.
Yeah.
It's out of 16.
It's your choice. Like, it's seriously your choice.
I appreciate that. Sometimes
Alright.
I don't think about that.
14.
Nice.
Sweet
Alright.
success.
How much are you spending?
Neck hurts. So this is like a
Um,
bad angle today. Sorry.
I will spend 10 to get as much information as I can.
All right. So, no matter, like, when you detonate this thing, it's
Uh-huh.
going to impact the shield, no
Okay.
matter what. Your best guess, without knowing how big it has to be, because you don't have any information on how far away it is,
Right.
what needs to happen, your best guess is that best case scenario, you make it as small as possible. There's like a 70% chance that you can keep the shield up.
Okay.
How
If
small is small?
a third of a mile
Okay.
in
And that's how close.
heat effect. There's a ton of that's
Yeah, there's a ton
best
of
case scenario. You
variables.
detonate something within range of the city, you can keep it up. You have a 30% chance of the shield falling.
Right.
If it needs to go into the worst case scenario, as
Okay.
large as this reactor will make it,
Uh-huh.
you've got a 60% chance of shield failure.
Okay.
Oh shoot. So one is 70% success and the other is 60% fail.
Yeah.
With that information, Jexa will tell you this is a terrible idea.
Cool.
Yes.
You want us to start prepping this one?
Well, even if we
move.
don't prep this one, we can at least try to boost the other two.
All right.
Maybe just
I think. Gregor, do you
Done.
think it's a bad idea too?
I mean, guess it all depends on how badly we need to blow them up.
So, okay, I guess I should rephrase that. Circumstance aside, would you feel safe doing this? Period. Yes or no?
Bravo.
There's a lot of it.
Okay, no. You
No.
say no. Okay. You guys need to explain that to the major.
Yeah, you're the captain. I'm not. Gonna
I'm not a sciencey person.
Captain Calypso Mars.
Oh,
Agreed.
Excuse me. You only captain me when you want something.
Maybe that is true. You told this major that you would do it, and now you want a 16-year-old girl
Oh
to
wow.
tell her no.
You know, conceivably.
Shoot.
That one is nearly 7 foot and twice, and you know, about 3 of you in width. Maybe 4 if the Dorito shape is in effect. I don't know. Apparently no. Okay.
I can make my lip quiver. I have
can't
to.
do it. I can make my hand to it, but that's not a pretty sight.
what did you call us earlier? Smart cop, dumb cop?
Do you want dumb cop to go handle this?
Can I make a suggestion? We leave our engineers here to work on this terrible situation.
Well, depending on how this goes, I might need Greg to throw somebody out of a window. So
I mean, that's true. Gemma could do it.
Yeah, no, she can.
We can go
I
start
thought you were staying with
the
them.
No,
conversation.
it was decided I should not stay.
We can go start
should
the
take the
conversation.
Oh,
And
I'm
if the
sorry.
major doesn't believe the information we've brought her and what we're saying, we can bring the major back here while they're still trying to contain this terrible situation.
So then why don't we just cut step 1 and then just bring the major here right now?
Because in the interest of protecting their... Actually, no, that's a great idea.
Yeah, let's bring her here.
So you are
Look,
smart
smart
cop.
cop!
I hate everything. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go get the major and bring her to here.
Or can we have the dome open?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can Lisa fetch?
I would be glad to. I will bring both the major and Lord Electo here.
Thank you.
Perfect.
That's a very efficient, smart idea.
I feel like we're dealing with an already, bad situation and it's about to get even more hairy.
I feel like we
Who are-
need to know where my ship is.
Who are we bringing on the old boy to help convince to bring the Valiant here?
Also a great question.
The daughter
We know
of
for
the
sure
Electro.
And then probably somebody from the military,
Yeah.
at least.
But can you
Plus-
take,
Oh
Civilians.
no, we're gonna end up bringing what's his butt.
Viserion? I don't think he's
Yep.
that high. Maybe the lieutenant that you threw into the mirror.
I didn't throw any lieutenant
But
into the mirror.
also, we have to make sure we leave room for any other stowaways that we pick up. We can't pack out the old boy with.
Maybe we should set a limit on,
Bessarion is
Working
lighter than.
or should we go down to 2?
You're offering to, this is Maddie, you are offering to bring Viserion over.
Calypso realizes that she made an overzealous mistake and she's rectifying it. She's not unreasonable, she's just very uncouth. We established this last time. My curse is I am uncouth.
And we need to keep Jexa happy.
are other ways to keep someone happy than boy toys.
Yeah, just a piece of the toy.
Oh yeah?
My mouth just goes,
but I
and
like.
this does not. And
Liso just leaves.
I'm gonna also just bury.
Okay, so the ship can hold 13 people.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us are there? 7. So we have room
You can take 6.
for
And
6
you
more.
promise to take.
The daughter.
Well, yeah, Lady Electo or whatever,
And
she's
we would
coming.
need to keep the parties happy, so at that point we would need to take 1 military person.
And maybe 1 civilian?
Well, I thought we were taking multiple children because
feel
we
like-
could.
I feel like Electo is like on the civilian side and then the military.
Because the oh boy can take 2 children for every 1 adult. So, roughly.
So who's babysitting?
Gregor. He has become well versed in champagne.
There's a difference between
Alright, so I will work on.
Alexa can babysit. She'll love it.
Oh, yeah. Nigel and Alexa have great fun. They need to see what they're about to get themselves into.
Yeah, they
so.
need to learn how to be parents.
Yeah, they're not going to volunteer for that.
Yeah,
I'm not giving them necessarily a choice.
consent is important.
Do you want to get on the oh boy? Yes or no? No? Then
Oh.
stay here. Yes, babysit.
No, we need Virgil.
I am stubborn and I don't care.
Anyway.
Do you want to get on the oh boy?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
About a half hour later, the door opens and Major Pagana, Lord Electo, and Liso re-enter the reactor facility. So you have a plan for us?
Well, we have a new development for you.
Does that development get that reactor on your ship?
That reactor is leaking, and these 2 can't apparently 100%. Jexa,
Who are you?
do you see her cool arm?
Jexa. I'm Jexa.
You said that.
She's
Yes.
She said that.
my
She
engineer.
did.
You going to give me any new information, or am I just going to stand
You
here?
are terrifying.
Okay, let's take this back for a second, and Calypso's gonna kind of position herself in front of you.
I mean, yeah, like Jexa's backing up behind Gemma.
She is my engineer. She's uniquely gifted. That is my other engineer. His name is Gregor. They have information that they will divulge. And let's start this again. Okay.
Your 2 main reactors are currently they're moving at 80%, not moving, running at 80% capacity. And if we take the 3rd reactor away, they're gonna be running at 100, which is not safe and they might explode themselves. If we take the 3rd reactor away and blow it up, there's no way to guarantee the safety of the city with 100% surety.
I knew that already. What's the percentage?
40.
If everything goes
40.
well,
It's 40%.
I just outright cackled.
40%.
Yes.
This is your best engineer.
I never said she was charismatic. I just said she was intelligent. There's my other one. Do you want to hear it from him?
He's an engineer.
Don't let his size fool you.
No, she said it right. Oh, good. Really, Electo? This is your counter to a scared teenage girl and an ox? Electo kind of looks. If they say that 40% is the chance the shield will fall, my engineers say that it is 35% chance of it failing at the most.
No.
That's-
That's 40%. It won't fall. 40% that it will succeed. So it's a 60% chance that it will fail.
It's nearly double what my people say.
Well, yes. It all depends on your impact and if you want to use concussion, heat, or radiation.
Gregor goes like, it's going to be all three. It's just how.
Well, I know.
Oh, right. Never mind. What she said. You gotta feel like Gregor comes and stands behind you.
Oh, good. This is what I like him on my side.
Calypso and Gregor, and then there she
Yeah,
is.
the Jexa.
Hello!
How far away from the city?
4, maybe 5 kilometers.
So if it's 4 kilometers, and how big of an impact do you need?
I would have said as large as you can give me, but it sounds like that's not the correct answer.
As large as I can give you would be taking out the city too.
Actually, technically, as large as you can give me could be an arbitrary number based upon what is your preference, but I'll digress.
Smart cop.
I hate Calypso sometimes.
So if we want a
Just definitely
small,
wiping the sweat off her hand.
we want a small and tactical explosion. What is the?
How long do we have to work on it? Prepare for it.
My scouts are correct. 2 days at the most before the first tendril arrives.
In which case, they're no
What?
longer 4
Tendril?
kilometers.
Like, tendril?
That's what we call it. Yes. They are massing and ready to start spreading up against the wall. And once
Okay.
they hit the shield,
Are you talking about like an octopus-like thing?
I'm talking about.
It's a tendril. That's a tentacle. Dumb cop. I feel better now.
So really,
Be
it
like
sounds
a
like.
blade.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, it sounds like we would need to get the bomb out today for them to stay at the 4 kilometer range. Which I don't, from what our engineers are saying, it doesn't sound possible. If you want your people to also survive.
And who are you again?
That's our chief medic.
My name is Alexa.
Jexa would like to be doing calculations in her brain with help from the AI of what can we do in one day to boost the shields as well as keep it small and contained. With one day, how much
Okay,
would
right. Okay, let me
So
finish
that's
up.
that's what Jexa's.
All right, I want from you a wits plus. It's going to be a wits plus tech redemption roll.
This is Abby asking real quick.
Sure.
Is it at all possible to salvage from the other 4 reactors to make a bomb instead of taking away one of these 3 semi-working ones?
You don't know.
Okay.
You want to give me a? That would be a question for the engineers. Do you have tech redemption?
19.
1.
You can try and give me a roll.
What would it be?
Wits plus tech redemption. Versus a pretty severe.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
The best I can make that is a 7.
Well, priestess, that sounds about right. We have a day and a half because some in the city do not see the threat for what it is.
Be that as it may, forgive me, I'm not understanding this part. How will the shields not hold the tendrils out? Would it not be better to just bolster your shields?
Oh, we can bolster the shields. I'm sure as you can see, what, maybe another 15, 20%?
Mm-hmm.
But this is coming for our gate. We don't get to leave. And the gate isn't shielded.
When is it getting here?
2 days.
2 days.
The gates aren't within the shields? This is Abby.
No, remember you came in through, like the shield hits the top of the wall.
ask Jexa this. Is there a way to extend the shield outside their gate?
With the way that it's set up, to extend it outside the gate would have to lower it from above, and that would expose buildings. And if the shield doesn't close through the buildings, then you have an entrance through the top of the building.
Also, the boy is on the other side of the shield at that point.
I thought the boy is already outside.
Right, but if you extend the shield out, and this thing starts to spread around the edge of the shield, you're all trapped. Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
There's no way
Jexa,
to
is
get
there
out of here.
any way? Are there any sorts of bombs you could create that could be used today?
You and
Even
Gregor
from-
could make.
Even from the
Hey,
4 not working
the
reactors?
ram thingy.
Womp gun?
The womp gun.
That doesn't work, and I haven't been able to tinker with it yet.
Well, if you tranquilize that real quick, girl.
You need a working reactor for the plan to work. So if the other reactors aren't working, they're not spud up. It's because I'm here. I promise.
Sticking up.
Do,
So when you asked for,
I feel like I'm impartial, but
when
Don't
you
want to say in front of NPCs.
oh, okay.
asked for wits and tech redemption, I used 3 VP to bump it to 19. And that's what I rolled.
You rolled a 19.
I rolled a 19.
So what was your question again? Nicely done. Here's a weird
Thanks.
point.
Oh,
Critical success.
thank you. My question was, within 1 day, what could I do to help the reactors that would
Oh, well, with a
Keep
critical
the shield-
success, you know
shield.
exactly what you could do.
Yeah, it was the what can I do to bump the 2 reactors that are operating, so that they would be able to. I can bump the worst case up from
Well-
40% chance of success to a
You would need another power source.
yes,
Powerful power source.
yes.
Say one that could take a couple of tons of metal and launch it into space and then propel it through a jump gate. The oh boy sitting just out there.
But the boy is going to be used.
I'm sorry. Are you?
There
For
are some
clarification-
secondary generators on the oh boy. Backup power, that sort of thing.
No, mind you clarify.
Oh,
Yeah, not the like full on how the oh boy runs.
I was
'Cause-
like,
No. So I could, with Gregor, we could figure out the size and impact of the bomb,
mm-hmm.
get it to the oh boy, take one of the backup generators from the oh boy, boost the shields,
Mm-hmm.
and when Calypso flies it out and drops it, be in contact with her in order to boost it at the right moment. Okay.
How badly would this bomb affect the oh boy?
Yeah, that was my next question.
You drop it and
And then just keep moving
Book
and you're
it.
fine. Okay.
As
As long as nothing goes wrong, you're.
Famous last words.
That's right. Don't worry. If something goes wrong, you will probably Calypso will not live long enough to realize it. I
Okay.
love that you guys are passing notes, but I want to be involved.
No. Okay.
We've established that we say things that
With-
sound good and then you talk and it's tainted.
With that knowledge, what is the worst case scenario chance of success?
Hypothetically,
Yes.
you could get the worst case scenario up to about 65 to 70%, and the best
Okay.
case scenario to like 90, 95.
Yeah. I'm okay. Best case scenario will never happen, so I'm focused on the worst case scenario. Okay. I'll have a quick
Well, you
powwow.
miss 100% of the shots you don't take. My Atlanta.
I don't want people to die again.
It's fine.
There are several thousand people in this city.
I was like 100% not Calypso, but I'm still really into you being that way, so just keep going.
So, talk to Gregor, go through the computations, talk to him about using one of the backup generators from the O-Boy.
That might
What?
work. We would need to get it.
Yeah.
You feel like going for a walk?
It'd be more like a run. A dash.
I kind of have somewhere else I have to run to.
Is there a place inside the city where we could fly the O-Boy into here?
No,
No, because we'd have to
I'll-
lower the shields.
you'd have to lower the shield.
And that won't happen.
Is there a place
How
closer
do we
to the
get
city?
in?
You're not that far out from, like, the O-Boy landed just outside the shields.
Okay.
So, what?
You know?
Can't they put me in a weird suit and I can run? Why does it have to be her?
No, she has a different.
No, Gregor.
no, I
It's
already-
more just because I can punch things.
No, it was more because we can lift the generator.
Oh. Sure.
All right.
I have strength of 4.
I do too.
Me too.
I think
I want
Gemma's
my
stronger
walk
than
gun,
Gregor.
too.
You're 8, right?
Yeah.
Gregor's only 7.
Good job. Good job.
How does it feel to play the tank?
Real good. When I have to do the talking, not so good.
Not so good. That's fair.
Okay. So if he agrees. Okay, so then I turn to Gemma, go through the military, and ask her if that sounds right. And it's fine that the major is listening
Yeah.
in.
It totally, like, it actually sounds like a viable tactical option.
Okay. And then turn to. So, do you think that would work? And then look at the major.
I think the larger question for us to ponder is it the best offense and defense?
They're only gonna make it 2 days. If we get through the jump gate and get a ship back here, it's gonna take longer than that.
Yeah, you know most refugee recoveries.
Right, I know
take-
it's gonna take
yeah.
longer, but is there a way
Good shot.
Oh, my nose.
that we can? So we're still talking about building a bomb, yes?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a way we can use the generator that we're taking from the ship to strengthen the shield?
Yes.
That's the, yeah.
That's the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the generator from the ship strengthens the shields. So we can make the shields stronger. And I can boost them once Calypso and company drop the bomb. So it shortens the amount of time that I boost them, so I'm not boosting them for an extended period of time. So like cuts down on the amount of energy input and output.
So we're still heavily gambling.
Yes. However, at this point, I'm not sure if there's another game to play.
There's one other shot we can take.
And I don't mind taking it
Right,
as well as preparing.
right. I want
I think
the right players to have the
you
conversation.
should go have that conversation.
Yes. However,
Gregor's nodding like he knows what's going on. He's not.
however, I'm also needed to move the reactor. It's okay.
No, Calypso and I can.
You
I was supposed to say
can do
that
it.
if you need to move the
Or
reactor, that would be
Lestra.
a short.
That's your story.
That'd be like a 30-minute, hour-long
Okay.
thing. Your conversation could also be
Where's a dolly?
hour-long. Like,
You can get a
so we
dolly.
have
Right,
time.
right. We have, yeah, I just want to make
There's
sure
totally a
we're
dolly on the
not.
ship.
We have all
Come
the
on.
space.
Right, I would like to
It's a cargo hold.
also
There's
grab Alexa
If she is willing.
Well, if they're willing.
Yes. Okay.
Hey!
I feel like you guys are having like a telepathic communication right in front of me. I have no clue what's going on.
Agreed. Okay.
Yeah, it literally is in front of me.
Okay. So I'll ask Gregor if he wants to go for a jog.
Yeah.
We'll start jogging to the.
Okay, well, is the Major and Lord Electo okay with this plan then?
The Major is 100% on board because you said we're going to blow them up. Lord Electo, and you trust your engineers
Yes.
with your life.
Yes.
That's good enough for me. All right, when we get back from break, we are going to, it sounds like Gemma and Gregor are going to go get the secondary reactor
Go
off
for
the
a light jog.
light jog. You are, well, yeah, what are the rest of you doing during this time?
I'm standing around. I'm
Starting
watching.
to tinker.
Okay, you can start.
I'm gonna turn to you and say, hey, can I get the key to the ship
Yes. Here is the
on the
key
slide?
to the ship.
Thank you.
Oh, get my womp gun!
Right.
That's actually
So I'm
not a bad
supposed
idea.
to. Okay.
It slings. It's got a
Okay,
shoulder
great.
strap.
Am I just waiting?
It's your
What would
choice.
you like
Where
to
do you?
do?
Yeah, you and I are just
That's
hanging out.
It's up to you. What would you like to do?
I mean, you can help lift the reactor.
Yeah, with my strength of 4.
We need someone to guide us. One of us has to go backwards.
I mean,
The Major is going to send a couple of Rangers with you.
okay. Yeah, I'm tinkering,
Bonding time.
and then I gotta sleep, man. I'm tired.
Yeah, maybe I'll go rest. I need to heal up.
Not bonding time.
I can show you how this works if you guys are interested. I can
Bonding
techno-babble
time.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people who kind of know better.
Sure, why not?
Anyway, sorry.
Nope, that's fine. All right, so we are going to take our break, and we will be back in about 10 minutes, and we'll see how this plan goes. So thanks for watching. We'll be back again in 10 minutes. Yeah. And we're back. All right. So, bonding experiences. Bonding experiences.
What in the world?
What did you do?
The virus is already inside the shields.
It's inside.
It's on Calypso.
Pants?
I don't understand how this happened. I usually have so much more control over these things.
It's been a day.
I have moved furniture
Now
all
we're
day.
having
I'm in so
telepathic
much pain.
communication.
I was going to share this with friends and family.
Yeah, that'd be a mistake.
And you invited me.
Hashtag boom boom.
That's right. Your friends and family. So, all right. So you meet at the gate. You can see the general. It's about a half hour later. General has, the major has assembled 3 rangers. One of them you recognize as Bessarion. They are all armed with what look to be flame projection weapons.
I keep an eye on Bessarion.
He's the small one.
Poor boy.
The
He goes down, I'm in trouble.
what was that? Nothing?
Yeah. Look, I don't have a lot of wits, but I ain't dumb.
Should take a lot on faith, but that works. All right. So Luenzo is the lieutenant. Bessarion is with you as well. Luenzo says, "All right. So it's a half click away to your ship. Half click back. We should be fine. When we get there, we're going to have Bessarion up in the turrets with the sonics. Anything goes wrong, depends on how badly it goes wrong. If things go wrong before the generator comes out of the ship, your probably best bet is to just seal yourself in the ship until we can take care of it. If things go wrong after you get out of the ship, we book it. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, back in the reactor.
Okay, back at the reactor.
So, what are you attempting to do at this point? And are they helping you?
So, once upon a time, Jexa was very curious on how to fly the ship, and Calypso said, "You can sit there and look pretty." Not quite in those words, but that was the general case. In this case, Jexa's like, "Sweet, hold this, and when I want this tool, please hand it to me." You each have a different tool.
What's my tool's name?
You might even have like 4 of them.
Strangely, they're all like hammers. You have no clue why you would need these.
Best served cold.
Yes, you have multiple tools, and when I need, I'll point and I'll say the name, and then I'll tell you what color it is.
Okay, great.
Okay. So they're not really helping me, but I'm giving them technobabble. If at any point, like,
you to a dude.
I have a Wolverine.
like later on.
I feel like
when
this is
there's
actually
something-
what's going
Oh,
on.
this is exactly what is going on.
Yeah.
Hence why I am the one underneath the reactor. I
What
would
could possibly
like
go wrong?
to. Don't say that.
And here's a 16-year-old.
Don't say that. Knowing how much work the other 2 are going to take once the reactor gets back, I'll be working on the 3rd one, trying to stop some of the leaks, and so then to kind of prep it for arming it and for disconnecting it.
All right, give me a wits plus tech reduction roll.
Okay, I'm spending 3 again to make it a 19.
All right.
11.
Okay.
Sweet.
And how much are you spending?
Well, I currently have 30 VP then, and I will spend
New scene. Go down to your vault. Or
I have 21 then.
nah ha ha.
So I will still spend.
Don't-
I have just the 10.
I will
I search.
use 3 to make it a weird point with
Okay.
my ingenious.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and spend 10 to make sure it gets fixed up and ready.
Okay. It takes you about an hour.
Mhm.
You, from time to time, have to get tools that you need, but the reactor is up and running.
Okay. The third one is ready to go.
It's ready to go. You can take it. You can take it offline as soon as you have a new reactor to
Okay.
get going.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
You guys were helpful. Take a moment
I hope.
to say a silent prayer to Master Isabella,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will also pause, kind of look around, say a quick prayer to Beatrice as well. Just cover my bases.
Okay.
And,
You saw nothing.
we'll go.
All right. It is a pretty rough. If you remember, it's not an easy trail to travel outside the city. Like the main road into the city was obliterated during whatever actually happened. So it's very rough terrain. What you're assuming would have been the highway that had been laid down is buckled and snapped. So there's a lot of scrambling and pulling yourself over and helping other people over. The rangers seem to kind of know the path, and right as soon as you get out, you can kind of see where you're headed. The old boy looks to be untouched from when you last left it. As you get there, Bessarion just automatically scrambles up to the right tower. You can see the sonic cannon come online. You have the key to the oh boy.
I mean, I was assuming Gregor could let me in. But
Yeah, that's fine. The other
She
two,
does not have the key to the boy.
Lorenzo and the other, kind of take opposite sides of the ramp once it descends. It's gonna take me like 10 minutes to disconnect the reactor.
maybe I'll post up out here and you can call me and I'll come in.
Right. You gonna get the womp gun?
I'll go get the womp gun and then come back out.
Okay. Is it in an accessible place, or does
Oh,
Gemma
yeah,
have
it's-
to go like?
No, it's literally like under the bunk.
What else is under Jexa's bunk?
Something that looks like a
It's like kid
well,
show.
like a Roomba, honestly. Something that's low, round. Looks like it just kind of hovers around on the ground. Other miscellaneous pieces of things that I have started working on. A ruffled shirt.
Stolen from somebody's laundry.
Yeah, because other things that I would want would be with me. So
All right, so Gregor goes up into the ship, and you hear some noises over the comms as he starts to disassemble auxiliary power. And about 5 minutes in, he lets you know, yeah, I'm almost done. This thing's going to be a bastard to haul out, but and don't tell the captain, but it's going to take a lot longer to put back in.
Is there some kind of apparatus we can rig up to help carry it?
There's docking straps that you'll be able to like docking netting that you'll be able to like kind of carry it in on the way back.
This is a great plan.
There's totally a dolly.
Is there a dolly?
Mhm.
There's
She's
also
used
a
it before.
dolly.
Yeah,
That's
I've,
true.
I
Yeah,
used the
there's a
dolly to hold
motorcycle.
Kotak.
There was. You hauled Kotak and then
Yep.
Can we somehow slash the
Rip.
dolly to the motorcycle?
Do you want to try and jury rig this?
I don't know.
All right.
Oh my gosh, that's what I was totally thinking about. I was like, they should use the motorcycle.
All right. So what I need from you
Right.
Motorcycle.
Can
Is-
I have Gregor do it?
Gregor's disassembling the. So
I'm sorry.
I can fix it.
you hear over your comms, LT, something. We got movement on the north end.
Okay.
And as you kind of look, right, the ship came down and landed, and there's the berm walls that have the towers attached to them. And you can see there's just this, like, almost that slick, oily black. It just looks like a pseudopod that kind of raises up and then slithers back down the other side of the berm. That's not good. We've got a couple of minutes at best. You can seal this thing up tight, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. I mean, do you want to do that now, or do you want to still try and make it back?
We need the reactor for the plan. We'll buy you what time we can.
Okay.
And Luenzo and the other guy kind of step on the far side of the ship, and you can see they do something, and the ignition flame just kind of spouts out a couple of like puffs of flame.
Gregor, we got company.
Good company?
No.
Oh. Right. And then you hear a wrenching noise and a bunch of like electricity.
Uh-oh.
So it's gonna take longer to put back,
Okay.
but we're ready to go.
Okay.
Kang, kang, you can hear him like shuffling it onto the netting.
Okay. Can I somehow lash that to the motorcycle?
Sure.
Okay. This is a great idea, guys.
So he hauls the thing down to Jexa's pristinely refurbished
It is beautiful.
hover cycle,
Okay.
lovingly polished to a chromium glow.
She started to put in like etching detail.
Oh gosh.
So we're putting it on the bike.
Yeah. Well, I mean, does it look like the bike can support it, or do we need to like lash the dolly to the bike, kind of as a sidecar and/or?
Oh my gosh.
I feel like you shouldn't have asked these questions. You should have just said, this is what's happening.
You can definitely try to do that with the netting.
Okay.
For the days of 3.5, where rope use was a skill. All right, give me a wits plus survival roll.
It's definitely survival.
I'm sorry, my body's like uncontrollably itchy right now.
Okay. This is pretty important, right?
And toss a weird point at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it favorable.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend my 10 BP to bump it up to 17.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Look, we got ish to do. Woo-hoo-hoo, good thing that was favorable. I rolled a 10.
All right.
Natural 20. But it was favorable.
It's favorable, so you get to pick the one you want. How much are you spending on the? So the more you spend, the more secure.
Yeah, I just spent all 10.
Okay. All right. So Gregor looks at you. So when you get it lashed on, it takes you a couple of minutes, and you start to hear coming from out.
Gregor, you can drive this, right?
Well, I was going to ask if you could drive it.
I mean, we probably have, but you're a pilot, right?
Well, yeah, but it's only going to take one of us back.
Right. I can run. Why don't you drive it?
That doesn't feel right.
That's okay.
Don't die.
I'll try not to die.
Don't become something else.
I'll do my best.
All right. He gets on the bike. Are you sure?
Seal the ship. Yeah. Well, can we seal the ship, and then we'll send you off, and we'll follow behind.
Yeah. Like he tells you how to. He basically gives you a code that will batten down all the hatches. All right. Bike peels out and
And then
Starts-
we just start booking after, making sure they don't follow our
All right.
retreat.
So,
This is why you have a sword.
Ooh, I can give him a weird point.
you can give who a weird point?
Gregor, so he doesn't screw up.
Oh. He.
Okay, if he's succeeding, great.
So when you like the bike heads down the ramp
Uh-huh.
and peels out,
Uh-huh.
and
I'm so sorry.
Gregor's a better spaceship pilot than he is hovercycle pilot.
My drive is 3.
My turn is 5. I'm ready to ride this thing.
Mine's 3.
You can see there are just tendrils as if this stuff is kind of coming up over the berm and pouring down into the area created by the walls.
Okay.
And the two guys in front are just laying down just gouts of flame. And you see it doesn't seem to hurt them, but it drives
Does push it
the
back.
ooze back.
Okay. Okay.
We good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. And that's when you hear a scream over the comm. The cannon is firing from the turret,
Yeah.
and you see Bessarion just kind of jumps off the end of the tower
Sweet Moses.
as it's engulfed, and you see him slap his hand down on his leg as he hits the ground and rolls in the dust.
I mean, it's fine.
I mean, I'm gonna run for Bessarion because I don't
Okay.
have a flamethrower. Call for the flamethrowers.
You said
Yeah,
reluctantly, not for lack of trying.
I know, right? I'm just gonna try and make it to Bessarion.
Okay.
Did it sound like Bessarion who was
It
there?
does sound like
Okay.
Bessarion who was
Yeah.
down. The other two are laying down fire. We need to go now.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, I'm going to need a strength plus vigor roll to see if you can pick him up and carry him back the entire way.
Strength plus vigor. Okay, that is
15. They can't hear us when we whisper like this.
I can. Okay. I have a 15.
That's a weird point.
I don't think. I mean, Bessarion's important. I don't think Bessarion's that important.
Poker face.
Oh my god.
What was it?
The dice was just put in timeout.
Do you know
Famous
what it
last
was?
words. Bessarion's not that important, and Bessarion is over there like,
One person, entire city.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save the weird.
no, I
point
mean I
for
don't
the
disagree
entire
with you,
city.
but like it had to be that.
Yeah.
Well then. So on a natural 20 in Fading Suns, that is a critical failure. And again, it doesn't mean that like you don't succeed at your action, but there is a twist. And in this case, as you are carrying Bessarion back, you can see where there is a tear through the robes, through the armor, and you can see this black, like pulsing mass that every time it pulses, you can see like the tendrils spread a little bit further.
Where on his leg?
Upper thigh.
Okay.
And he looks up at you. I can hear them. I can hear them in my mind. Flamethrowers as they're backing away. You hear from Luenzo, they've stopped. They're not advancing anymore.
Yeah, I know why.
Why? What happened?
Bessarion was hit.
Is he infected?
I don't know. I don't know.
We need to get him back now.
Yeah, I'm running.
Okay. So you guys make it back. And you hear Luenzo kind of call over the comms. We have a 2319.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I knew you would appreciate that. And so when you get there, like the gates are opened, but there are 3 people in medical, like full hazmat suits. One of them is definitely carrying a bone saw.
Okay.
And the other guards have scanners out and their rifles kind of up. The major's there. What happened? Did you get it?
Did Gregor not make it back?
Gregor made it back. I didn't mean that. I meant it. Did it infect you?
Me? No.
Just the boy?
Just the boy, I think.
Give him to us. And Bessarion is like you can see like there's sweat that is broken out on him. I can hear them. They're talking to me. I think they may know everything.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be useful to have that?
Right, but then he's taken over.
They're speaking in our mind.
I mean, like, if you're gonna die, half, 6 and 1/2.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was thinking. Oh, she's not smart. Gemma's going to take off running with Bessarion for the temple. Yeah, call me. I know she's not smart. Call me.
All right. The major yells out, "Halt!"
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm like conflicted. I'm like, do I draw guns?
You're not there.
You're in the.
Oh,
We're downstairs.
I'm like,
Yeah.
It's just me. Call
Yep.
me. Call me.
At this point, though, Gregor arrives.
hello.
I'm gonna need some help carrying this in. Also, those scratches were on your bike when I used it.
Calypso just starts laughing.
Definitely on the bike.
Did you
On
ride the bike?
I did. All the way back here.
Where's Gemma?
Okay.
They ran into some stuff.
What
need help.
stuff? Oh, that stuff.
Oh, let's. Oh.
Oh.
Let's.
I
Oh.
don't know.
Is everyone okay?
We should go.
It was a flight or flight moment.
It's fair.
I'm gonna call over the comms. Gemma, are you okay?
No.
All right. So, are you stopping when they call halt?
No.
Then I'm gonna need.
Yeah.
They open fire on you, Gemma.
And it was in that
Yeah, what
moment
do you
that
mean?
our plan went awry.
Bullets ping off of the back of your armor, but they are unable to. They are caught by surprise as you go booking towards the temple. What do you do?
I'm like, just trust me, and I just keep hauling tail, and I will call for Alestra and Alexa to meet me at the temple.
Okay.
And then I'm fishing in my pockets for the key to the oh boy and the icon that I was given.
Oh, that's the key to the oh boy. Well played, cops.
You knew that, right?
What?
You knew that that's what they were giving each other, right?
I had no idea.
Oh. I was there with you.
I had no
I
clue.
just
I thought-
now told her on that.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
I legitimately
Oh.
thought that that was a.
Like,
we don't
she's
want
gonna
the.
ever give me a key.
No, I thought that
That's
was
why
like
I was
legitimately.
like,
They need to make sure that they think there's a key so they don't try and break into the ship. No, well played.
We're on a whole other level here.
One for the each.
What? Yes.
Alright, well, I
Okay.
can kind of hear her sounding panicked, so I'm.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go running too, because.
We need to get.
Oh, yeah, okay. Then I turn around and come back.
It's okay. We'll keep you up to date.
Not
No,
saying it's
and
Bessarion
that's
at
fine.
all.
All right. Alexa's like, I will meet you there.
Hurry.
Okay. All right. So you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to. At this point, it has become a test of endurance. Can you get there? Basarian's small, but he's dense, and he's wearing like a full field kit.
Yeah.
I know you're strong,
Yeah.
but I do want an endurance plus vigor roll. Now Basarian's worth a weird point. Listen, I'm just the
Told me not
GM.
to use it.
I'm just
she
the GM.
affirmed my decision.
Listen, I'm not arguing with
And I
you.
was well aware of what the consequence
Make your roll.
of the
Make your
20
roll.
was.
Whoa.
Endurance plus vigor.
Yes.
Endurance 7. So 14. Ooh, 13.
All right. So this is a demanding task, so it's going to take you 6 of those points to.
Okay.
Klaxons start sounding throughout the city,
They're klaxons.
like alarm
Alarms.
bells. Yes.
Okay.
You hear major.
I was totally, for some reason, the first thing that came to my mind was the sirens in the Nightmare Before Christmas,
I mean, yeah.
and that was not right.
That's appropriate.
You can hear the major comes on over city speakers. The off-worlder Gemma has brought in it into the city.
Wait, that's the mayor?
No,
That's
the
not
major.
Oh, the major. Shoot.
Find her, shoot to wound. If she refuses to release the infected, shoot to kill.
I'm gonna try and run faster. Because that does not sound good.
We got it. We got it. We're good.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
All right.
Help me!
The temple comes into view. You can see Alestra coming from one side, and Alexa has stopped at one point.
Alexa, faster!
You see a guard who is drawn up a rifle shot on Gemma.
Oh, Lord Macaroni! I jump.
All right, I am going to need a dex. I'm going to need a dex plus fight roll
Gonna just go up and play.
as Calypso takes a flying leap.
Burning.
Calypso
It's all
for the
burning. Where's that flaming Elmo gift?
I got a 2, so I succeed.
Okay. His body resistance is 2, so you'll need to spend both of them. All right, you
I'm just
slam.
gonna leave that the way it is.
Are you tackling him? Or are you slamming him up against the building to throw off his shot? What do you want to do?
Quite frankly, I think it was more of a grapple tumble kind
Okay.
of thing. There was no thought in this.
Okay. All right.
There was just Lord Macaroni, and here
You
we
hear
go.
a shot, and like a piece of ferrocrete just kind of explodes off to your left. You look back, and there is this tumble of impeccably dressed captain and like, drab gray garb. You can definitely see Calypso is on top of this fight because colorful. Right,
There are colors.
I think we need to.
Hurry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I need a tech redemption plus wits roll. It's going to be an extended test.
Okay.
So you're going to need to spend a total between the two of you of 30 victory points.
Oh, wow.
Between the two of you, Gregor?
Gregor and Gio.
Okay.
Every test cycle
Mm-hmm.
is 30 minutes of
Okay.
activity.
Every test cycle, do I need 30 victory points?
No, you need
okay.
a total of 30
At the end of
at the end of
whatever
however
this
long it
is.
takes.
Okay. Wits plus tech redemption
Wits plus tech redemption.
is 16 to begin with,
It's a good number.
isn't
Is
it?
that high enough?
Okay, I'm spending 3 to make it 16. Or 19. 3 plus 16 is 19. Okay.
I wouldn't have known the difference.
1. Woo!
So it's one big. So all of these will be temporary VPs
Okay.
going towards the test. So
Okay.
you got 1.
I did. Okay.
Let me roll for Gregor.
Yeah.
7.
Excellent.
So after a half hour, you've accumulated 8.
Okay.
Now here's why this is important.
Mm-hmm.
The longer it goes on, the more unstable the reactor becomes.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Where's your face?
In this next one, I'm going to spend a weird point. to
Well,
make it
we'll come back to you, but it
favorable.
is, you know, if it goes too long, or there's, you know, this could be an Ark of the Covenant sort of situation.
Yeah.
All right, so the three of
What's
you,
your face?
the three of you make it to the top of the stairs. What? And the thing on his leg has grown to about the size
Yeah.
of that, and
Yeah,
it
your keys.
wobbles, and you all hear it in your head.
Okay.
Soon, you will be us.
Oh, shut up.
Bring the keys with us.
Put the keys in the door, unlocking it, pulling on the door.
All right, remember it takes a while for it to like cycle through.
Yeah.
Get off of me!
No!
All right, he is actively going to try to throw you off with a strength plus fight roll. I'm going to need the same from you to see who.
So stressed right now.
Do you want to make it favorable?
What is it? Strength plus fight?
Do I see anybody else coming up, or is it just that one guard?
At this point, it's just that one guard, but you're facing the door, so you haven't had a chance to like look back and survey the scene.
Right. You can add some PP stuff.
Oh. Yeah, so I could just. Wait a second. I think I screwed up last time. So when you use a word point, it makes it favorable.
Yes.
Which means you roll 2 die.
Yes.
What I did in my head was when I used a weird point, I just increased my ability, like what I needed to 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so-
fine too.
That's
Okay.
not, yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Victory
You could have converted a weird point into 3 victory points.
Okay.
And applied
Okay.
it like that.
All right.
So that is totally okay.
Okay, so I'll use, I guess, 5 of my VP.
Okay. So this is a who can spend the most VPs.
Yep.
Kind of.
So that was, what was it, 4?
That's you, boo.
I needed a 13, I got a 12. So,
Well, I needed a 13, and I wish I had a little die cam. I got an 11. So you end up on top, like pinning him to the ground.
He's starstruck.
That's
Okay.
so like.
Did you feel that? That's probably
No, I didn't.
Okay, the gate opens. You look back. When you guys look back, you can see Calypso has pinned this guard to the ground with his own rifle. All right.
I'm just hauling it to the basement.
Are we closing the door?
I'm shoving Alexa inside.
Pulling out the keys.
Sorry, Calypso. Pulling out the keys, getting inside, pulling the door shut, locking it.
You don't need to lock it. It's just right as soon as it
I have
closes,
the
it locks.
keys.
You have the keys. Fool you twice. Shh.
Shame on me.
All right, so you're heading. Okay,
We're all
another
going
set of
that way.
roll.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a weird point to make this one favorable.
Yeah, you are.
16. 13.
All right,
oh wait, do I add that 12 to my?
Yeah, you do.
all right. Gregor fails this roll.
Oh no.
That weird feeling just kind of
Aww.
threw him off.
Someone else is in his place. What?
I'm really glad you said it.
I'm really appreciative that you all know that she would still be a top on it.
Well, yeah.
What is there any? Okay.
I'm just proud. I'm just proud. That's all.
You Serape. All right.
Serape.
So you head down.
Yes.
If I'm understanding you correctly, you're trying to get to the commune. All right. As you get in, you see a couple of these the creatures. They kind of back away from you as you come running in, and they make this full-throated like neck warble, as like just the flesh on their neck expands and contracts violently. You don't feel like it's against you because the thing on its leg kind of flattens out and extends like it's trying to hide against the sheath. What is this? You hear in your brain.
We need your help.
Oh, is that
No, that was the one from
that was the one from
Bessarion.
his lane?
And Bessarion screams it out in unison with
Your salvation.
All right, you head.
There are two very different answers then. We need your help. Your salvation.
All right, you're all heading down there?
Yeah.
All right, you get down, you book it towards the crypt of St. Beatrice, and there is that same massive mound of this stuff with the undulating, like, pods and sacks and the large creature. You bring the past with you.
Can you help him? They are at the walls. We cannot keep them out. We need your
They
help.
will destroy us. Now they know.
We will protect you.
We will kill you all.
No.
No conversion, only death.
This escalated way too quickly.
That's one option.
That's what Viserion
what the
is
dudes-
screaming. Yeah.
Oh
It's
gosh.
hard to know.
You need to like put up okay, right hand good thing, left hand bad thing, like
Right.
Or red note, green
right.
Good guys, bad guys.
The weird thing about this species is they all have the same voice because they're all speaking in your head with that
which
kind
one
of
is
chewy.
Which one's Basarian? Which is the good slurp? What's the bad slurp?
Yeah. And really, it's the one that enters your left ear and is pulled out the right is the
Great.
good, and
Great.
the right ear to left is.
Nothing like a
Just
good
do that every time.
Yeah.
Exactly what's going on.
I can't even get there.
We have a means of protecting you and the city.
It's a little bit more
We
difficult
had
than I
to
wanted
leave
it
the
to be.
walls.
It's like the floss.
He was hurt.
Stop.
He means you no harm. I will say to the command.
What do you wish us to do?
Can you help?
There is no help.
Can you integrate this into you?
We could make them us.
Okay. Can we try that?
There is this screeching, squelching noise from the thing on Viserian's leg.
How?
Is there any way we can make them something else and not harm the child?
We will not harm us.
Okay. I'm going to
From Viserian's lips, also in your mind,
Left side.
we will stop its heart.
Oh crap.
That's why you're there.
We will melt its brain, its nervous system.
I know CPR.
We will set a fire with pain beyond measure before it expires, rather than convert.
Yeah, I don't listen. I bring him up and
Viserian starts
I know.
screaming and
and
writhing
as
in your hand.
quickly get him
Stuff
to
some
them as
cotton in
possible.
my ears.
Okay.
Really? Really?
Your
Lay
voice
him
is in my
on
head.
the
I don't want to hear his
sarcophagus.
screech.
They're in your head. Oh.
And back,
You're the medic one.
and then just take a knee and fervently start praying to the pain creator, to Saint Beatrice, to Master Isabel, to anyone and any
Yeah, you just go through the litany
Lord
and the
Macaroni.
rosary.
litany
I don't know
and
who
set
that
him
is,
up there
but
and
it's an
ask
Al
them to
Calypso's
move.
god.
I'm gonna turn to Alexa and be like, start praying and get ready.
Okay. So, are you doing as
I'm praying, but I'm also like preparing, getting my doctor's kit out, finding anything that might be of use, like
what?
getting ready to do CPR. I don't know.
Viserion is screaming. You can see blood starting to pool in his ears as the commune start to move forward. If they come any closer, it will die.
Okay, that's the Batman's talking.
Yes.
But anyway,
Do I get any sense that if I tranquilized Basarian,
You have no sense of that whatsoever.
his body might survive this a little better without blood coming out of his
Give
ears?
me a wits plus remedy
Totally
roll.
stressing, guys. Wits plus remedy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, back at the was it a 20?
I'm too stressed out. No, that was 14. I needed a 10.
stressing candy time.
I'll join you.
sign of a great game session
I
from
need
the
a hood.
DM's chair.
Let's say I just don't want Jexa to kill me.
Favorable again?
Favorable.
Which was good.
7.
They've been popping up way too much.
They have been. All right. So 90 minutes into this thing, the
How does
reactor, the new reactor goes online,
Excellent.
and the old reactor is ready to be converted
Okay.
to whatever you need it to be.
Okay.
You have not heard.
No. I'm super nervous, but it's. So I turned around and go, do we wait for morning?
I say we stay and wait.
Do
We need to
we?
get this ready to.
Okay, so let's get this ready.
All right. So you two are able to work through the night.
Well, for as long as, I need
Yeah.
to. I do need to sleep.
That is true. Calypso, you
So I
find
will nap in a
yourself
corner too.
precariously perched on a guard.
What's your name?
Genealogical and medical history, please.
Do you have any pre-existing health conditions?
How
old are you?
Do you want to go get some dinner?
Do you ask him?
Yep.
Do you ask the guard? You can't tell whether the guard
No.
is male or female.
No, I'll just be like, what's your name?
Alessa?
So, okay, I can work with anything, so okay. How old are you?
You do realize that the virus is in the city now.
Yep. It's fine. It's in the temple. It's fine. It's fine.
27?
Cool. Okay, I'll stand up and offer her a hand.
She kind of takes her helmet off, unwraps the guard gear, short cropped red hair. You do realize that that's the entire purpose of the guard, is to keep that from happening. Your friend will most likely be staked for it.
No, actually, she will not be, because I already made an agreement that if I do some things, there's no staking for the duration of me doing these things. So therefore, no, there will be no staking.
There will be consequences.
No, there won't.
I love Calypso.
No, I think you can kind of see that you've shaken her entire belief in like order and civilization, and that she's trying not to descend into a yaha, nah.
Oh, because Calypso's, I'm ready.
That's right. Calypso will dig that trough and just like plow in. No, you understand that. What do you mean do you not suffer consequences for your actions?
No. I can't say that I do. But sometimes I think it would be a good idea.
Jalessa looks at you. And she kind of reaches down and picks up her rifle and,
Yeah.
well, I hope the rest of us don't have to suffer consequences for your actions either.
You won't.
This is Corporal Jalessa. I'm outside the temple, but the 2319 got into the temple of the Lady of the Light. And
It's fine.
there might be a crazy person. The big one? No, the attractive one.
Ooh, the attractive one.
Bring her
All right.
right.
So you have no clue. You do know that, like, clearly the weeping of blood out of the eyes and the ears is a sign of very high stress. Flushed, sweating, so it's up to you. Do you trank Bessarion?
What's your idea? So it's not about my actions.
No,
Okay, great.
It's the other side. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, I'll give him a dose of morphine.
All right.
Amazing.
All right. He stops screaming and just kind of flumps. And at this point, the creature you have been talking to kind of explodes outward in just kind of this wave that crashes down on Viserion, sort of outlining him and the sepulcher in this shiny black ooze of itself.
I saw a movie like this once.
Is this Calypso?
I'm gonna ask the commune, is there anything further I can do to assist your efforts?
No. We will.
I believe you and I
War.
trust you.
You said you had an idea?
They've covered it. My
Yeah.
thought was to maybe try and open the sarcophagus, but
Oh.
they've covered the panel, so
They have.
that's okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I want him on Beatrice anyway, so.
And Beatrice's zombie body.
Incorruptible body, there's a...
Incorruptible. I don't want to be the one responsible for corrupting her body with another body. Squishing.
Calypso should have been down there. She'd have done it.
I'm really glad Calypso wasn't there.
Some reference.
So, basically the whole room goes quiescent. Save for the soft, like, squelchy noises coming from...
I'm
The-
gonna
That was
kind of be
a
standing
horrible
there
sound
slowly.
out
The-
of my mouth.
The commune kind of ebbs and flows over Viserion. Every so often you see like a spike of something, like it's trying to escape, and it flows and it pulls it back. For hours. Are you guys just sitting there watching? Alexa's praying. She has
Meditating, praying, meditating.
the jump gate cross. Yeah. All right.
I'll sort of be meditating, staying close by, but trying as much as possible to stay vigilant as well, in
Okay.
case I can step in and
All right.
help the physical body.
Give me an endurance plus vigor roll to see how vigilant you stay.
I believe in you.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, outside.
Yeah.
So
Oh, ow, ow,
Calypso just looks at something and you're like, she's either gonna kiss it or kill it. We're not sure. Sometimes it's kind of both.
that was sort of the Conan noise. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. But after we fade to black, so seriously, no consequences whatsoever. That's basically what being a pirate captain is like.
Yeah.
Huh. Major Pagana and a troop come marching up the stairs. Where is she?
In there.
And I don't suppose you have any way of getting back in there.
Nope.
Who's in there with her?
Several high priestesses.
Just regular priestesses. No offense.
Hit us up the name of high priestesses.
You mean Alexa and Alestra?
Yep. That's two. You're right. Two priestesses. I can count.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't throw you in a secure room, because apparently I can't stake anyone anymore for right now. This is why you do the talking, because eventually it comes back around to the talking.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I'm really
My
kind of
insides
impressed
are
with
very happy
myself.
They're not going to be honest.
Right? Give you one good reason. To put me in a secure room. Well, if you put me in a secure room, I might do something, and your whole plan will be sabotaged.
Vague threats. Really, I expected more from you.
Well, see, here's the thing about vague. You're just gonna wonder what I mean.
Actually, I'm just wondering if you even know what you mean.
I 100% know what I mean. It's kind of a problem. It's like curse. The fact that I actually know as much as I do and yet insinuate that I really don't is almost perplexing in a way that makes me wonder about the mental stability of myself, which then would negate why
Throw
I'm worried
her
about
in.
the
We don't have a brig. Find some place. We could take her to Lord Electo's. Fine. Yes.
Great idea.
Put her with the Lord. We are going to declare martial law.
I wouldn't do that.
There's apparently a lot that you would do that I would not, and vice versa.
See, here's the thing. I am probably clinically insane.
Deless is like, yes, I would agree with that, Major. Corporal, I didn't ask you.
And so the problem with that is I would do literally anything. And that's the scary problem with me. Is that I will do anything.
I need
And
you.
I have several people around several bombs that could destroy all of us, and I don't care.
How you...
I also have my ship, which is the one means of you all escaping here, and I will destroy things, and I don't care.
I'm gonna need a...
Kuga roll?
Yeah, I need a presence
Foaming at the
plus
mouth.
crazy roll. I don't know what that actually would be. All right, so here's the thing. No, knavery is deception.
That's the problem. I'm 100% honest here.
All right, so seriously, Lee, this has hit a flashpoint because you have the head of the military
Yeah.
who knows that she needs you
Yeah.
for the ship, but is not entirely sure she's willing to take that gamble anymore.
It's okay.
You have just admitted to being willing to commit acts of terrorism against the city if need be. Technically, from her point of view, your friend has.
I know.
So,
Yeah, we just need
how
some
is
flames.
Calypso going to get out of this situation? Like, I'm gonna be honest, if this were a half hour later, this would be where I break for the week.
We got 30 minutes.
Do you want me to roll something?
What? How are you? Are you trying to get her to back down through sheer?
I'm honestly actually trying. Yeah, I'm trying to get her to back down so we can start talking reasonably again.
All right, so
Because that's the weird thing about Calypso is she'll push it until nobody wants to push it anymore, and then suddenly it's okay again.
all right, I'm gonna need a presence plus. We're gonna do impress.
I am.
And not victory points, just
Just to bump that ish up.
Yeah, so I can, okay. So I'm gonna spend, hold on, presence plus what? Impress?
Yep.
So that's... And then can I just use 12 of my VP to make it so it, oh wait, 11 of my VP, so that's 19.
Yep, and then you spend a weird point for favorable.
Shit, yeah.
Okay.
Little dose.
There's, actually this one's been good.
You're gonna have to overcome her mental resistance, which is getting a pretty big situational bonus from this is entirely what I've been told to like stop my entire life.
I have no idea how I'm gonna get that on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so use the 18.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, 18.
Okay. How many are
So-
you spending?
Hold.
Okay, you have 6.
So you're at 24.
24 total.
I am spending 24.
All right. Well, 14 was the difficulty. So 10 above that is an improved result for best/dramatic improvement, the most of what you could get.
Yes. Yes.
So you spent a weird point, which also, by the way, when you spend a weird point, it automatically includes like a twist of fate or probability. So like doing something impossible requires a weird point to be spent.
Well, I'm glad because I felt like that was impossible.
It was.
Yeah.
give me one good reason
Okay.
not to shoot you right now.
Because I'm gonna save all of you. And I swear to that.
We are going to go have a talk with Lord Electo right now.
Okay.
I'm going to blanket out your comms so that you cannot.
I can't talk to half of them anyway. They're in the temple.
Set up the flamers. That door opens. You keep it open. You don't let anyone come out. And they
That
start
door
assembling like
opens, and you should probably, before you fire anything.
no, they will call my people will call me.
Okay.
But you can see they like take the some of them were carrying what looked like massive cylinders, and they slam them against the ground, and legs unfold, and you hear shots go off as they mount into the steps.
I did all
they
this
start
for you,
mounting.
Gemma.
I did all this for Jexa, so it's a whole
I know!
monster.
The moms inadvertently do everything for Jexa. That's really what this campaign should be really called, is the moms
Raising
and friends.
Jexa.
Raising Jexa, that is yes!
Jexa's two moms.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm the aunt.
Yeah.
You are. You're the fun aunt.
Yeah, the fun aunt.
Yes! Winning.
All right, so you're sleeping. Well, this is going on at this point. You're taking a rest.
Like, when I can, I'll trade off with Gregor if he needs to, but I'm going to curl up in a corner and pass out because I know something bad is happening, but I also know I need to get this done. And, I mean, it's Gemma and Calypso and Alestra. Like, they can handle it. Like, they're fine.
It's fine.
This is
Yeah,
fine.
I'm literally, like, curled
Flames.
up, like, in a corner.
This is fine.
All right, you can give me a endurance plus vigor roll.
Okay. That's a 7. 13.
All right, so you don't recover your surges or anything,
Okay.
but all right, you are dragged metaphorically. The major just pounds on the door and Captain Calypso, pleasure to see you. Major
What's his name again?
Liso.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I thought he was at the military.
No,
Liso
he's
is
the major domo of the.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
No, that's totally
Lorenzo
fine.
is the military dude.
Hi, it's nice to see you again.
What do we owe this pleasure?
We're in a bit of trouble. I'm in a bit of trouble.
Could be called a pickle.
It's kind of a pickle.
Sticky wicket.
One might call it even a sticky wicket.
How much trouble?
Does Calypso just have voices?
I'm not sure.
The staking kind. Oh,
No, that's not a thing anymore.
it may be.
No.
Liso's like, well,
God needs to get his stick out.
if I may, and he does drag you across the threshold, and you see the major. We are now on Lord Electo's territory, so would you like to come in as the Lord's guest?
Lisa don't like you.
The major strides across. You will take us to your lord, and she will answer for what happened. We have a breach. And you just see all of the blood drain from Liso's face.
I can explain. It's going to be fine.
I will go. I will go get the Lord. You know where the meeting hall is. Both of you, please. I will go wake him.
Right. This way, everyone. Follow me.
The guards who are with you kind of, I mean, you have weapons trained on you, Calypso.
That's not new.
I'm so envisioning a certain 80s pop star, a certain Disney character, and it's bumbling, fumbling, pirate antics just
Kind of mashed
mashed
together.
into one.
I was
Disney
picturing
character.
DC characters.
A a certain sparrow, if you will.
Certain.
Yeah.
Sassafras. I was getting there.
Oh no.
But yes.
Yeah.
About a half hour later, Lord Sophronis comes out, being, guiding his chair up into the receiving seat. I apologize. I was asleep. Thank you, Liso. So what? Liso said that there was a breach involving your.
It's
What?
contained.
How is it contained?
It's locked in the temple. With the other things that you also know are in the temple.
But you took it into the temple?
So the options were child die or option B, which was Lady of Light. She like just like a clear salute.
Was there no way to save I assume one of the rangers?
Bessarion?
Was there no way to save Bessarion? We don't know. We weren't allowed to see the wound. The monk went running.
Battle sister. Sister battle. I'm never sure what those are. But the one, sister of the battles. She took Bessarion to the Lady of Light.
Calypso talking is my favorite. Do all the talking. Always.
It's so funny because I hate doing all the talking.
And I assume the major slams her hands down on the table.
Well, that's dramatic.
She needs to be quarantined. She threatened to blow up the city if we did not let her go.
Oh, pish posh.
You threatened to.
Yeah, I lied. Why would I kill a bunch of people that I'm literally going to remove from a planet that's no longer going to have any relevance to any of us in maybe comfortably a month?
That just put their humanity into perspective.
Major, I will take responsibility for Captain Calypso. Depending on what happens at the temple, we will see what happens. Have you been in contact with your engineers who are now in possession of a
Bomb?
possibly?
Maybe.
Are you lying now?
They're 100. They blanketed my comms. So, yeah.
As far as we know, she hasn't had any communications with them.
We're so blissfully unaware.
I really am. I am curled up in a corner, I'm asleep, man. It's great.
Why is it that always Calypso's the one that gets stuck in these situations?
Major, you are dismissed. I will, if need be, hand her over to you, depending on how the temple goes.
No, that's not going to happen.
You should probably be at the temple.
I will ensure that if you guys get off this planet, you need me and my people.
We do.
So therefore, I don't think it's very smart to kill the very people that you need.
I promise you that we will not kill you.
Okay. Or any of my people.
Depends on what comes out of the temple.
I have full faith that what comes out of that temple is going to be fine.
He kind of reaches over. I do too. Faith. Faith, but verify. The major turns
Macaroni
around.
and watermelon.
The major turns around and storms off. She leaves 2 of her guards. Liso, please bring. Do you want coffee?
Oh, yes, that'd be lovely. It's been a very, 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 very long day.
Would you prefer to rest? Sure, you can stand guard outside of a bedroom just as easy as you can stand guard.
I mean,
here.
you can stand guard in the bedroom, but if I get naked and you see it, that's on you. I sleep in the nude.
Oh.
All of the guards have face masks on, so you don't know what their reaction is.
It's an eyebrow raise.
So, back in the temple, you have rested for a couple of hours. You guys have meditated and prayed. What'd you get on your vigor roll?
16 out of 10.
Okay,
No,
so you
16
start
out of 9.
you start to get a little sleepy. And eventually you hear squelching through your mind.
I'm awake.
It is done. We are now us. And the thing kind of flows away. The Bessarion is lying on the sepulchre, like on top of the stone image of Saint Beatrice.
I'm
Which
gonna,
is not on
I'm gonna
Beatrice.
assess him.
Yeah, I'll walk
What's
up
going
and-
on with him?
He's breathing.
Okay, can I use an elixir to try and heal his wound?
There is no wound on his leg.
Okay.
There's a tear in his robes and a tear in the.
I'll walk up. Bessarion?
His eyes
Pat
Open.
his face. Bessarion.
His eyes snap open, and there is just the black oil where his pupils, and eyes once were. Yes,
How are you feeling?
we are the communed.
Is Bessarion still in there?
We are also Bessarion.
Do you understand what happened?
We do. This one was touched by them. You brought us here. And we are in communion.
Do you remember what the others were planning to do?
Yes.
Can you tell us what they were planning?
There is a large number of them not far from where your chariot rests. They are moving even now through something. Tunnels under the city.
Okay. Do you know where those tunnels are?
I know where the access is.
Is it within the city?
They are accessing it outside of the city.
Bessarion,
We are Bessarion.
we want to help the commune. We always intended to help the commune.
We know.
We have a plan in place to try and get the people off of the planet.
The
but we need
chariot
time.
and a larger chariot.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there any way the commune can help with that? And would you be willing to serve as a mouthpiece for the commune in a form that the people of the city would understand and respect, and I would guard with my life?
You want us to speak for us?
Yes.
This we will do.
I will.
How are we gonna pitch this?
I'm gonna calm Lord Electo.
We have to be outside the temple to do that.
Do our comms work in the temple at all?
Your comms do not work inside the temple.
If you would like, I can stay here with the communed, the Sarian, or I can go with you. What do you think is best?
One of us has to go out. In case they start shooting, it should probably be the one wearing the most armor. I can try and convince Lord Electo to hear Viserion. Viserion, is there another way out of the temple?
And he looks back through the wall of the commune.
Okay. Is there another door to the temple? It feels like a fire hazard to only have one door.
There were other doors, but rubble has, remember when you guys walked around?
Are you and Alexa okay to stay here? Alexa, you can come out. I just don't know that they're not going to shoot at you when we step out the door.
I don't mind remaining.
I will
Bullets or ooze?
pray in the chapel.
They promised to not harm us, so I think you're okay on that front. It's just unsettling. Can you open the door so I can get out?
I'm gonna seal it behind you, and I won't open it for anybody but you. Or Calypso.
Is there any window on the front? Can we see that we're
The windows are on the wings, and remember they're high up, so you would have to kind of, and maybe you would catch just the tiniest glimpse from the angle.
Can the bug things climb up there and tell us through the mind speak?
No, it's a matter of angles.
Okay. All right. Let's do this.
All right. So the doors open, and you are immediately greeted with two large flamers.
Yeah, I come out, hands up.
Stay inside the threshold. You don't leave until the major gives it the all clear.
I would like to speak with Lord Electo.
We'll call the major.
I would like to parlay. Lord Electo.
Get it pirate in here.
And I.
We've called the major. She's on her way. Don't move.
What if I really have to sneeze? What if can I just...
And that's where we will end tonight's session. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for playing. This was a really kind of intense session. So
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
everything's fine. We will be back in a week for with
Right,
Fading
you won't be
Suns.
here.
Oh, I will be playing Gemma next week. So tell me what your thoughts are.
Yeah.
And thank you for tuning in. This has been Fading Suns and the crew of the Oh Boy. Fading Suns is a role-playing game that will be coming out from Ulysses Spiel and is a science fiction medieval fantasy role-playing game. If you like what you saw, go check out what they have available. It will be kickstarting later this year, and we will be here most Friday nights, 7 o'clock Mountain Time, playing Fading Suns.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for watching.